complex numbers can be divided in the regular way using long division. As you watch the example problem, x squared minus 2x plus 7 divided by x plus 3, remember the steps to polynomial long division that we learned in Lesson 16. Some complex numbers have an irrational or imaginary component that prevents us from using long division to solve them. These require us to conjugate the denominator. Conjugating the denominator simply means that we will multiply the numerator and denominator by the expression in the denominator, but using opposite operations. Conjugate the denominator by changing the minus sign to a plus sign. Then write out next steps of multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate. First step, multiply the numerator. Write the numerator with the conjugate below it. Then multiply each term in the conjugate by each term in the numerator. As you do so, write like terms above each other. This will make it easier to combine them later. When the multiplication is complete, combine the like terms and rewrite this in the standard format with the I term last. Transfer the product now in standard format to the numerator of your problem. Next, multiply the denominator. Again, write like terms over each other to make combining faster and easier. When you combine like terms, you should not have any I terms remaining. Transfer this to the denominator. Now that you have completed multiplication, check the fraction to see if you can reduce it. Then rewrite the final product in standard format. This is one of the few times that we do not combine like denominators into one fraction. Let's try that again. Let's start by rewriting the problem in standard format. Then we can conjugate the denominator and multiply. First, we multiply the numerator, writing like terms over each other. Remember that I squared is -1. Go ahead and multiply that now. Combine your like terms and write the numerator in standard format. Then multiply the denominator, repeating the process of writing like terms over each other and then combining them. Finally, reduce if possible and write in standard format. Standard format means that the I term is second and that we separate the fractions instead of putting them over a common denominator. So let's review. Fractions with imaginary or rational denominators require conjugation of the denominator to simplify them. Conjugation is multiplying the numerator and denominator of the fraction by the denominator with opposite operations. Stacking like terms over one another during multiplication makes combining them faster and easier. Remember, I squared equals -1. Standard format of expressions with imaginary terms displays the I term last and in separate fractions. As always, thanks for joining us at Jupiter Math. For more information about our math programs, contact learning@edugraphics.com.